Hey everybody, today we are diving deep into perhaps one of the most controversial and explosive topics surrounding one of YouTube's biggest stars, MrBeast. Yes, you read the title right. We're talking about the ethics of MrBeast's giveaways. The stakes are high, the drama is real, and the allegations are many. So buckle up because this ride is about to get wild. So, to kick things off, who doesn't love a giveaway? I mean, there's something inherently thrilling about the chance to win big, right? And MrBeast, aka Jimmy Donaldson, has mastered the art of the giveaway, turning it into a spectacle watched by millions. From giving away private islands to lavish cars, this guy's generosity knows no bounds. Or does it? The once pure and wholesome image of MrBeast is taking some serious hits, and we're here to dissect it all. First up on the allegation list, manipulating and faking the game show videos to favor certain contestants. Picture this. You're watching one of MrBeast's nerve-wracking challenges. The contestants are sweating, the excitement is palpable, and then the winner is announced. It feels like a genuine, spontaneous moment. But what if I told you there are whispers saying these moments might be as real as a $3 bill? Allegedly, some contestants are friends or employees of MrBeast. Even worse, it's suggested that decisions about who wins and who loses might be predetermined. This is no small fry accusation. If true, it paints a troubling picture where fairness takes a back seat to narrative control and favoritism. Now be warned, this next part is going to rock the boat even more. Let's talk about those infamous t-shirt signing events that MrBeast loves to put on. At first glance, they seem like innocent fun. But rumors are swirling that these events might be conducting illegal lotteries. Yep, you heard that right. By turning merchandise into lottery tickets without explicit legal backing, MrBeast's crew could be stepping into some murky ethical waters. Imagine getting a t-shirt thinking you're repping your favorite YouTuber, only to find out you've inadvertently participated in an unregulated lottery. Yikes. And just when you thought it couldn't get more controversial, let's move to the sweet side of things. The Fiesta Bless chocolate bars. Marketed initially as a healthy treat, it turns out the formula mysteriously changed along the way, yet they kept pushing it to kids. Even worse, some critics argue that MrBeast was treating these chocolate bars more like lottery tickets than a delightful snack. A key point of contention here is the act of shifting the product's narrative and formula without proper disclosure. This calls into question the overall transparency and ethics behind the marketing strategies employed by MrBeast's team. The plot thickens when allegations arose about Chris Tyson, a key player in MrBeast's ensemble of friends-turned-employees. Apparently, Chris engaged in a highly questionable behavior towards minors, and it's alleged that MrBeast knew about it but turned a blind eye. This could be a ticking time bomb for MrBeast's brand if not addressed comprehensively and transparently. When someone in such a prominent position within your team is accused of these things, the spotlight inevitably turns to how you handle it. And let's not even start with the management chaos in MrBeast's new Beast Games Amazon show. Contestants claimed they endured poor treatment, including injuries, lack of food, and even being denied necessary medication. This is supposed to be fun entertainment, folks, but it sounds more like a horror story. The veneer of high-stakes excitement is marred by these allegations of negligence and downright cruelty. All right, folks, now here's where things take an even more bizarre twist. Amidst all these swirling accusations, a member of MrBeast's team named Chucky slid into the Twitter DMs, attempting to debunk these allegations. Let's paint the picture. Chucky, the co-founder of ViewStats and the guy who runs MrBeast's ideas and thumbnails team, steps up to the plate. But guess what? Instead of hitting home runs, he's whiffing super hard. His attempts to clear the air do more to muddy the waters. Chucky, in all his wisdom, decided to address these criticisms with a string of tweets that really only served to sidestep the core issues. Instead of tackling the big elephants in the room, like manipulating game show outcomes or illegal lotteries, he gets hung up on trivial details. We're talking about things like whether a wink was added in post-production or if a raccoon in a video was a paid actor. Let's be real here, folks. Nobody cares about a raccoon's employment status when there are allegations of unethical behavior flying around. Chucky claims that the accusations are just sour grapes from a disgruntled former employee. According to him, this person who goes by Dawson was fired for erratic behavior after less than a month on the job. But here's the kicker. Chucky doesn't provide any real evidence. It's kind of like watching a magician who can't pull a rabbit out of the hat. All flourish, no substance. As if that wasn't shaky enough, Chucky then tries to defend the integrity of MrBeast's game show videos by saying that some contestants were not friends or family. He emphasizes the sheer number of people involved in these videos. Yet, we've got direct video evidence suggesting that certain game outcomes were manipulated. Remember the infamous 100 Boys versus 100 Girls video where MrBeast paid a guy who could solve a Rubik's Cube to leave, increasing the girls' chances of winning? Yeah, that's pretty solid evidence of manipulation, my friends. In his misguided attempt to debunk claims, Chucky admits that some of the participants are indeed employees filling in due to last-minute dropout issues. Yet this doesn't absolve the main criticism that in these scenarios, the game isn't fair. Having employees who are under MrBeast's payroll in these contests inevitably skews the balance. Think about it. If you're in a competition where some players are insiders, it throws the idea of fair play right out the window. The next gem from Chucky's tweet storm is the fiasco about the CGI use. He boasts about their behind-the-scenes transparency and openly using CGI to enhance the videos. Sure, no one's knocking creative video editing, but that's not the issue, Chucky. The problem is when your heavily edited content starts to blur the lines between reality and fiction in game shows, where the audience expects fair competition. Then there's Dawson again, backing his claims with more evidence and debunking Chucky's debunking. This back and forth begins to resemble a tennis match with each side lobbing volleys, one with claims wrapped in public tweets, the other wielding receipts and corroborating testimonies like a samurai's sword. Dawson pointed out that Chucky didn't even touch on the serious allegations like illegal lotteries or the shady behavior of Tyson. Silence speaks volumes, my friends. Things get increasingly grim when we touch upon the Beast Games Amazon show controversy. Here's the scoop. One of the contestants, Rosanna Pansino, came forward alleging that the show was a hot mess of mismanagement. According to her and others, the show's environment was dangerous, lacking basic necessities like food and medication. If true, these aren't just minor lapses, they're potential legal landmines. Rosanna even posted a video alleging that MrBeast's team specifically requested the show to be non-union to avoid paying fair wages and following strict safety guidelines. Big yikes! It doesn't end there. Pansino claims that after speaking out, her videos criticizing Beast Games were suppressed outside the United States. Sounds like someone might be playing the silence the whistleblower game. If this suppression is coming from MrBeast's camp, we're talking about potential censorship to hide unethical practices. Roll up those sleeves, folks, because this is getting dirtier than a muddy pig race. Another important facet to consider is MrBeast's massive influence. He has a following of over 300 million people, a good chunk of them very young and impressionable. It's crucial that someone with such reach and power sets a positive example. If his giveaways and game shows turn out to be rigged or ethically questionable, what does that say to his young audience? It could normalize unethical behavior and undermine the values of fairness and integrity. Now, let's talk Feast of Bliss again. Marketing a product, especially one aimed at kids, comes with immense responsibility. Initially, these chocolate bars were touted as a healthy alternative. But switching up the formula and still pushing it as kid-friendly, that's brand trust taking a nosedive. If parents can't trust the products being promoted to their children, it calls into question all future marketing endeavors from MrBeast's team. The ethics of changing a product without transparent communication plays a big role in consumer trust. Companies have a moral obligation to be upfront about any changes in product composition, especially when it could affect the health of their consumers. If these allegations hold water, MrBeast's business practices might be on shaky ethical grounds. There's also the issue of how these giveaways are perceived. Picture a young kid opening a MrBeast chocolate bar, eyes wide with hope of winning a big prize. That's a powerful hook, blending dopamine from chocolate with the thrill of gambling. This dual hit is potentially addictive and could be conditioning kids to associate gambling with everyday treats. This is a clear ethics red flag that could have long-term psychological impacts on young minds. Moving beyond chocolates and giveaways, let's return to the way MrBeast supposedly handles accusations within his team. The Chris Tyson controversy is particularly damaging. When someone in such a prominent position within your team behaves inappropriately, it's crucial to address it head-on. Brushing it under the rug only exacerbates the issue, leading to loss of trust among fans and the general public. The ethics of addressing team member behavior can't be overstated. It's about accountability and ensuring a safe environment for everyone, particularly when minors are involved. Then, there is the overarching narrative control. Fans are often delivering a carefully curated story, and when cracks start appearing in that narrative, the trust built over years can crumble quickly. The entire premise of MrBeast's giveaways and game shows is built on the credibility of their fairness and authenticity. If that foundational trust is broken, the entire brand stands on shaky ground. Let's not forget about the testimonials of those injured or mistreated during these game shows. Such allegations spotlight significant ethical concerns surrounding the welfare and safety of participants. Ensuring the physical and mental well-being of all contestants is a fundamental responsibility for